Yes, sir.
Thank you for being here. So Osho, when he talks about how he reached enlightenment, talks about the fact that effort was necessary but not sufficient. At some point, it was an obstacle.
Yes.
But when he dropped the effort, it happened.
Yes.
So what triggered your awareness at the age of 29, apart from unhappiness, in terms of the book you read? How was your day look like?
Oh, it was purely triggered by suffering. So I didn't make a spiritual effort to reach any kind of state. It was purely what Osho said. Of course, in some cases, it also applies. People who have a spiritual practice and put a lot of effort into their spiritual practice, while they put the effort into the spiritual practice, and this is very much exemplified in the life of the Buddha, who had a spiritual practice for quite a number of years, and he had several teachers, and he became extremely good at every spiritual practice, and he became an ascetic monk, and he only ate and drank an absolute minimum. He almost starved himself to death, and so he had a very strenuous spiritual practice, and suddenly he saw this does not lead to awakening. And then he dropped, as you said, happened to Osho too, he dropped all effort. And at that point, the story goes that many or all of his disciples left him because he has abandoned the true path. Of course, he had not. He dropped all effort and then was able to simply enter the present moment fully. Now, the question might arise, couldn't he have done that without the effort and just go into the present moment directly? I don't know. In his case, he needed the effort, and in my case, I needed the suffering. So what was, in his case, the effort, in my case, was the suffering, which is also an effort. To make yourself suffer is a great effort.